Breaking news in our world lead today as the U.S. military continues to carry out strikes against Iran. This war appears to be expanding. Overnight, the United Kingdom confirmed that its base in Cyprus was hit. And video shows a fire at an oil refinery after Saudi Arabia says it intercepted 2 Iranian drones. And we are also hearing more from President Trump about his objectives and next steps, which thus far have not been made abundantly clear. I actually spoke with the president this morning, one-on-one, a 9-minute phone call. I asked him if the U.S. is doing more beyond the military assault to help the Iranian people wrest control of their country from the regime. President Trump said, quote, "Yes, we are indeed. But right now we want everyone staying inside. It's not safe out there." In fact, the president claims it's about to get less safe. He told me, quote, "We haven't even started hitting them hard. The big wave hasn't even happened. The big one is coming soon." Now, shortly after our conversation, the world saw a new round of attacks and explosions in Iran, although it's unclear if that was the big wave the president referenced to me. After I spoke with the president, he publicly discussed the war, explaining his goals for the first time since the attack began this weekend. The president saying he wants to destroy Iran's missile capabilities, annihilate the Iranian Navy, and Iran's nuclear weapons ambitions, and prevent the country from arming terrorists.
This was our last best chance to strike what we're doing right now and eliminate the intolerable threats posed by this sick and sinister regime.
So how long might it take to achieve these goals and then end the conflict? When I asked the president how long he thinks this is going to last, he said, quote, "I don't want to see it go on too long. I always thought it would be 4 weeks, and we're a little ahead of schedule." Now, Iran has fired missiles at population centers in Israel, which participated in the attack with the U.S. But Iran has also launched a wide range of retaliatory attacks across the Middle East against Jordan and Kuwait and Qatar and Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates and, as you saw, Saudi Arabia, which has aligned many in the Sunni Arab world against Iran. The president telling me, quote, "We were surprised. We told those countries we've got this, and now they want to fight. And they're aggressively fighting. They were going to be very little involved, and now they insist on being involved." The Iranians, the president said, quote, "shot into a hotel. They shot into an apartment house. It just made them," meaning the Arab countries, "angry. They love us, but they were watching. There was no reason for them to be involved," unquote. Now, even though Iran continues to retaliate at this hour, there is still an open question as to who is actually in charge in Iran, given U.S. strikes took out Iran's leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and 49 other Iranian leaders, President Trump told me, on day one. President Trump told me, quote, "We don't know who the leadership is. We don't know who they'll pick. Maybe they'll get lucky and get someone who knows what they're doing." The Iranians, the president said, lost, quote, "a lot in terms of leadership because of the initial strikes. 49 people," he said. "It was an amazing strike. They got a little bit arrogant," unquote, by meeting all in one place, the president added. Quote, "They thought they were undetectable. They weren't undetectable. We were shocked by it. We don't know who's leading the country now. They don't know who's leading." It's a little like the unemployment line. Now, regarding Iran's nuclear weapons ambitions, the president told me that his team tried to negotiate with the Iranians, but, quote, "we couldn't make a deal with these people," unquote. Every new offer, he said, was met with the Iranians walking back a previous offer. He said Iran would not agree to stop enriching uranium and, quote, "they had all that enriched stuff. They looked at redoing it there, but it was in such bad shape the mountain had basically collapsed," unquote. Trump referring there to the June 2025 U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. The president said, quote, "they were a month away from having a nuclear weapon." Trump said to me about his military action, quote, "this is the way," unquote, "to deal with Iran." Quote, "we don't have to worry about agreements," unquote. The president also gave me his assessment of how he thinks this is going so far, saying, quote, "we're knocking the crap out of them. I think it's going very well. It's very powerful. We've got the greatest military in the world, and we're using it," unquote. Now, the use of the U.S. military in this operation has, of course, already come at a cost. As of this hour, we know of American service members killed and injured, 6 specifically, 6 service members killed in action from that same attack in Kuwait. Others considerably wounded. In a separate interview with the New York Post, the president did not rule out sending U.S. troops to Iran, boots on the ground, quote, "if they were necessary."